Hello everyone. I'm sorry that it's taken so long to get this simple video up. I just want you to take a look at 6-1 in the book, and I'm going to talk you through some of the really simple points they're making. We're learning how to count a little bit fancier than traditional counting. We're going to learn shortcuts, okay? So read through this section, pay particularly close attention to this problem here that involves dice. You want to know that when you throw two dice, that you are going to get 36 possible outcomes with those. And they just simply visually represent them here with 1 through 6 one way and 1 through 6 with the red die. And take a look at that chart because we're going to refer to this. You could even copy it out in your notes if you want, or mark it on page 297. But look at the sample problems, and then we're going to take a look at a couple of these right out of the book. And I want you to work problems 1 through 7, and I'm going to do one of those for you right now. So in counting this way, all we're going to do is we're going to imagine that we are going to make like a tree diagram for all the possibilities. So my example here, suppose I have 2 big markers, 3 highlight pens, and then 3 different regular pens. How many different ways can I make 3 lines with each of those? Alright, so if I were to make a tree diagram, I could start by saying, alright, here's my first possibility. I can start with a red or a blue. Oops, I should have done a red or a blue this way. So I've got a red or a blue that way. Then from each of the ends of these, I could choose one of my 3 highlight marks. And like this, there's the pink one. And then finally here's the green one. Okay, so I could have either of these for my first 2 choices, then whichever one I choose, I could then have either of the 3 remaining ones, and then finally I could have a black line off of each of these, or I could have a blue line off of each of these. Hard to see the black and the blue, but in between there's the red line off of each of these, like that. And then I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and so on, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 different ways I could use 3 colors for my choice of writing. Alright, so you'll see there's a pattern. We're going to talk about that in 6-2, but for now think branching and see if you can answer the simple questions from the book. So for instance, I want you to work up to this problem number 7. If you have a nickel, a dime, and a quarter, and they land heads or tails, how many possible ways can coins show heads or tails? Well, you're going to have one coin that will have 2 possible, the next coin will have 2 possible, and the next coin will have 2 possible. So you have 3 branches, very similar to this. It's about as straightforward as you can get. Write down the answer and bring it in, and you will have done the homework for 6-1. Thanks a lot.